Very sunny Kirby Academy, and Liverpool hoping to produce a decent display. Neil Critchley would have it no other way. Just 2 friendlies to go this season for Liverpool. They make the journey to the Netherlands this weekend when they play their final game of the season away at Ajax's academy on Saturday afternoon. Delighted to be in the company in the commentary box today of a man who brought through the likes of Stevie G, Jamie Carragher to the Liverpool side, former Liverpool Academy coach Hughie McCauley.
Hi Steve, welcome everybody. Interesting game here today, Steve, end of season game. Fantastic opportunity for Punjab to come and sample the game at this level in preparation for their World Cup hopes a bit later on in the month.
There's quite a few supporters here from the local communities have come out to offer their support to the Punjab side. It's going to be a good test actually, because the Punjab side is slightly older, a few of their players, than some of the Liverpool youngsters, so a good game in prospect here today, I think. So delighted to have your company as always. We're live on LFC TV Go. Our aim this season, as always, bringing you more live football than ever before. No replays, but you get the action as it happens. And there's Adam Lewis on the tray straight away. And the goalkeeper, Yusuf Foot, in the end just managed to claim it. It's a good ball over the top there by Johnston. And Adam Lewis, a trademark run through the middle.
Good early ball, Steve. Good early ball played behind the defence by Johnson, and Adams nearly in for an early goal.
It's Curtis Jones, him and Rafa Camacho, of course, training with the first team up at Melwood. Fantastic opportunities for them. There's young Sinclair, the trialist in goal for Liverpool today. Now the captain, Nat Phillips. 9 foot Tony Gallagher, certainly the steady Eddie of the back four since coming in from Falkirk. He's done well, getting better every game he plays. And when you come down from Scotland to a huge club like Liverpool, there's always going to be a little settling in period, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all part of it. It's all part of it. But he's settling in quite nicely now, starting to find his form and looking very, very comfortable in that position.
He is finding the 17-year-old Curtis Jones. 18 goals for Curtis at academy level this season. Pretty decent for a midfielder, that, by the way. And Barnsley did well to get there before Miller. A lot more assists from Curtis Jones as well during the course of the season. Yeah, absolutely. Which has been instrumental in the success they've had this year. There's Liam Coyle. Also was excellent when he played at Anfield last week against Chelsea. Missed a large chunk of the season through injury. Speaking with Liam before, and he's just absolutely gutted, really, that the season's ending. He's the type of lad who wants to play and play, really. He's played his part in a really first-class Liverpool performance against Chelsea, Steve, in that game. And he'd be delighted to have made his contribution there, because he was outstanding. Coyle. Lewis has made that run. As I say, the Panjab FA currently preparing for the Conifer World Cup football, which takes place in London, basically, from May the 31st. All the games for the Panjab FA will be based in Slough, where there's a very strong Sikh and Punjabi community, so they're certainly going to be well supported by the local folk watching in the World Cup. This is actually their last friendly before the main squad is announced for that World Cup, and the 3 group games will see them playing against the likes of Kabylia, Western Armenia, and United Koreans of Japan. In their last World Cup final, they finished runners-up actually in the end, so they've got a good opportunity of trying to win that tournament today. So I can tell you this, folks, they are taking this game very seriously indeed. Very much so, and the development in that tournament over the years has been first class as well for their young players, Steve. They were actually meant to play Leeds United in a friendly back in March, but it was postponed due to snow. What a hit that was from long range. Amavir Sandhu on that left peg. Caught that so sweetly. The young man who plays for Leicester Road FC. Caught that so well, and Ross Sinclair was pleased to see that one go over the top. Yeah. What a great effort that was. Yeah, near cut him the worst. The number 11, Sandhu. Great technique. That would have been some goal, wouldn't it? Good strike here, he does, wasn't it? You know, he's trying his luck. Curtis Jones on the ball, trying to hold off Cameron Bandel. Bandel just judged to a handball. So Liverpool will get the free kick. 4.5 minutes gone here in Kirby. Still 0-0 between Liverpool under-23s and the Punjab FA national side. Here's Curtis Jones again. Angel looking for Liam Miller. Good pressing by Tony Gallagher and Jones. Now Nat Phillips towards Corey Whelan. Now Rafa Camacho. Last time he played on this pitch, Camacho has scored the winner of the great goal against Manchester United. Steven Gerrard's under-18's final home game of the season. Camacho again. Now Dillon getting the ball away for Panjab. The left fullback. Curtis Jones again. Lovely feet. This is Ankel, the trialist. It's a good ball. Now Liam Miller with a shot on the turn.
Good move down the left-hand side. And an excellent ball in by Angel. Unlucky Liam over the bar. You think he may have hit the target with that one, Steve, really? It was a decent ball.
He's still waiting to score his first goal at under-23 level, but I thought in the last game against Chelsea, he played so well, he worked his socks off, didn't he?
He works his socks off every game I've seen him play. He works. He's number 9, and he want him at some point to hit the back of the net as well. You know, that's his main target.
He's actually the Academy's top scorer this season, Liam Miller. He's got 19, but that's for Steven Gerrard's teams, the 18s
18s and 19s, of course. He'll be as frustrated as anybody.
But he scored most of the goals, actually, in the first part of the season. They tried up a little bit after January, but here he is again, doing really well. The 18-year-old, full of confidence. Brilliant skill by Liam Miller. Can he finish? Just a tight angle. Unlucky.
Again, a great run. Goes past two players. Trying to find Camacho making a near post run there with that ball in.
He just hurt his shoulder there, Yusuf Butt, the Punjab goalkeeper. Interesting character. Born in Canada, he's played international football for Pakistan, and he's played most of his club football in Denmark.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Goalkeeper Butt, but thankfully he's okay again.
You find that a lot nowadays, so don't we deal with a lot of the international players? They're playing all over Europe, they're getting involved in the best situation for them. That's going to develop them over the years.
The Punjab team, they actually last played last month when they lost 2-1 to the Isle of Man national team. Last year they actually played the England C team, which was the first time a South Asian national team has faced an England representative side. They only lost 2-1. Paul Fairclough was in charge of that side. Side in the end against Pureval. You may remember Paul Fairclough, folks. He once managed Stevenage when they held a Newcastle United side under the management of King Kenny. Kenny Dalglish to a draw in the FA Cup. Yeah. Came close to beating them, actually, remember. Now Phillips. Camacho. Good play in the end by Aaron Minhas. A bit of brotherly love, you could say, about this Punjab side. They've got two players with the brothers in this one today. One of them's a twin. The number 9, Omar Pureval, his twin, Aaron Pureval at the back. And then the Minhas brothers, Aaron and Nathan. Looking for an opportunity to shine here today. Curtis Jones. Corey Whelan to Lewis. Liam Coyle.
Early thoughts, Steve. They look a big physical team and athletic team as well. Technically very good.
Adam Lewis. 10 goals for him this season. Most of it from left back. Corey Whelan, who ended the season playing on loan at Yeovil Town, said he really enjoyed the experience. He played at Anfield last week against Chelsea. Corey, the Republic of Ireland under-21 international. And as we've seen here from set pieces, when Adam Lewis has taken it, he got 2 assists at Anfield last week for George Johnston goals, didn't he?
Brilliant balls in. Brilliant balls.
Lewis on that left foot. Can he produce another good ball? He can. Nat Phillips is up there. Here's Curtis Jones. Lovely skill. Effortless by Jones. Jones! Could have got anywhere. Header! Oh, it's inches wide from Rafa Camacho.
Good work again by Curtis. Thought he may have got that ball in just a little bit earlier. But certainly he's gone past his man again and got his cross in slightly deflected, but Camacho just puts it wide there at that far post. Early opportunity for Liverpool.
It's been a great season, Rafa Camacho. You know, he doesn't turn 18 until later this month on the 22nd of May. You know, he found himself being promoted from the 18s to the first team when he was on the bench at Goodison, and the week earlier he played for the 18s when they lost at Newcastle. I mean, that doesn't happen much, does it? It's an incredible story. He's got 14 goals this year for the academy as well, plus numerous assists.
And that's what can happen at football club, Steve. You can be at that level, and before you know it, and his injuries in particular, you've got a chance, as he was in the Derby game.
Phillips doing well to keep an eye on Gurjat Singh, the Punjab number 10, who was recently playing his football for Kidderminster Harriers. And of course, our great Dane Jan Mulby used to manage.
Again, good grounding, good level.
That's a great play by Liam Coyle and Liam Miller. Good advantage by the referee. He plays on. Miller again. Aryan Barzi did well, a very good tackle. Now Singh to Minhas. Camacho. Phillips again. Johnston. So luckily denied a hat-trick at Anfield. He wasn't, when he got a couple of goals and then he put one in the net and the referee disallowed it and gave the penalty from which Jan Danda put it away.
It's that threat, Steve. It's that set pieces, that real threat.
Curtis Jones looking for the angled run here of Liam Miller. Still goalless with 11 minutes gone. All had already gone out of play.
We talk about set pieces being organised, and particularly from attacking set pieces as well. It's a fundamental part of the game nowadays, and it's good to have people who can hit the ball and go and attack it, as we've seen George do on a good few times now the second half of the season.
When it comes to the intangible factors, you come and talk to us, we'll try and sort that out.
Of course, this game here has actually been seen as a game changer for 125 million Punjabis around the globe, and also British Asians in the UK. And it's fantastic, you know, for these players to get an opportunity here to play against Liverpool, because you never know if one of the players do well, it might be an open door for them somewhere.
For promoting the game and marketing the game, it's fantastic. Fantastic opportunity, and every one of those players out there will be hoping to impress somebody watching.
Delighted to have your company today, folks, on LFC TV Go on live, single camera coverage, no replays, but as we always say, you get the action as it happens. FA side have the free kick, which Arjun Kurdeval gives it back to Arjun Barzi. Kurdeval. The right back, Rio Riaz, who plays his football for Windsor FC. Good feet by Riaz. Free kick given for Panjab. Quickly taken. Nice turn by Singh. Here's Dylan on the ball. Sandhu. Good skill. Still Sandhu. Good football. Jai Dillon, of course, who plays his football for Chesham United.
Good build-up play from the back through to midfield. Good cross in, nobody far post area, but they're looking to play the right way, Dave. They're looking to get the ball down and pass it. Plenty of decent movement through midfield and up front.
And on the left flank, Amavir Sandhu, it's decent, isn't it?
Comfortable in possession, wants to take players on. We've seen him have a shot at goal, and a decent little piece of work there.
It's a loose back pass, and but get there before Liam Miller. Good bounce this for George Johnston. He's got to be careful. He did so well, didn't he? The Mr. Consistency of the 23s is what Neil Critchley calls George Johnston.
Dealt well with it. Always if the ball bounces, it's a problem. But he dealt with it very well.
Tony Gallagher to Liam Coyle. Liverpool since the age of 10, the 18-year-old. Here's Camacho. As close as anybody for Liverpool to breaking the deadlock so far here in Kirby. Curtis Jones. Now Rio Riaz. Amar Puraval. Pressing by Jones.
Great to see Liam Coyle back in that position again, Steve. The staff will be absolutely delighted that he's in there playing that particular role, because he does it excellently, just playing in front of his back four, making up play and getting on the ball nice and quickly.
And it was one of them injuries when he had a back problem, and the only cure for it really is long-term rest.
Yeah.
You can't train, can you?
No,
Or go
it's,
to the
a,
gym with it.
it's a common injury, unfortunately.
A few of
That's
them
our
have
age.
back problems
Yes.
this season, haven't we? The Academy boys.
Yeah. And it is a common one, but the rest has sorted it out for him. He's back playing again.
It's a big shame because he started the season, he played 2 months under his hero, Stephen Gerrard, and I know, speaking with Liam, he said how much Gerrard helped his game massively, and he was devastated when he got injured, absolutely, and you would be, wouldn't you? Here's Coyle again, picking out Tony Gallagher, Scotland Youth International. Curtis Jones. Johnston. Challenge that by Coyle, but then Gurjit Singh will pick it up again. Dylan. Puraval. Tony Gallagher saw it all the way. Now Curtis Jones. Can he instigate something here for Neil Critchley's side? Cameron Bandel. Hard. Liverpool will get the throw. He's got them well organised, Ruben Hazel, hasn't he, the Punjab side?
And you'd expect that as well. When you are well organised, you drop back into a 4-5-1. Singh drops into that midfield area all the time and is free for possession on most occasions.
George Johnston. Coyle. Adam Lewis. Johnston again. Angel. Curtis Jones with some space to manoeuvre. Camacho looking for the second ball. Cut out well by Alan Minhas. Amar Puraval. Strong striker. So he's had that Football League experience. Sandhu. It's a brilliant run this by Sandhu. Can he finish it off? Penalty will be given. The trialist goalkeeper, Ross Sinclair, caught Amavia Sandhu. He said he'd been really lively. Great run. It started off with some really good hold-up play by the number 9, Amar Puraval. And then Amavia Sandhu set off like an Olympic sprinter, racing through.
Takes that responsibility, Steve, wants to take players on.
No card for the goalkeeper though, Hugh McCauley.
No. Lenient that occasion, but we'll take that.
And it will be the number 9 who used to play for Darlington, Amar Puraval, from the penalty spot. Puraval, it's a great save for the rebound, is tucked in by Cameron Bandel. Delighting the locals. Good penalty save by Sinclair. But then Cameron Bandel putting the rebound away. And the Punjab FA side lead 1-0.
Made a great save from the initial penalty, but they followed up very well, very quickly, Bandel, to put Jambab in front, 1-0.
Almost made amends there, Ross Sinclair, didn't he? Very unlucky. Cameron Bandel, number 4, on the spot to give the Punjab FA side the lead here in Kirby. Game on now.
They've been very much in the game, Steve. They've been very much in the game. And being comfortable in possession. With players in possession who can beat players, as we've just seen.
Of course, as a player, the manager, Ruben Hazel, a good fullback in the local leagues. Had that spell at Tranmere Rovers when Copledge and John Aldridge took Tranmere all the way to a League Cup final when they were beaten by Emile Heskey's Leicester City. One season after, Liverpool signed Heskey, didn't we, for a record fee. Here's Sandhu again. Johnston. Gurjit Singh, who was trying to link there with Puraval.
It's a good test for Liverpool, Steve. It's going to be a really good test. They'll be well organised. Ruben Hayes will have them well organised, particularly defensively.
And as well, maybe it's a little wake-up, because if one or two of the Liverpool players thought, oh, this is going to be an easy streak, this is far from it.
Never are, Steve. This is a big game for Punjab. They come and they're prepared, and they'll be really enthusiastic and committed to the game.
Now Johnston. Liverpool nail the Panjab FA side. 1. That's the scoreline here. And Kirby. Tony Gallagher with a one-paging run at left full-back, and the Reds are penalised. 21 minutes on the clock. Pull a goal down here in Kirby. Glorious conditions.
Excellent conditions, aren't they? Kirby sunshine. End of the season game, the pitch is fantastic shape.
Better than the wind when you did it at Finch Farm a couple of months ago. Everton.
Yeah, that will never be called that one, I'm afraid.
The defeat matched it as well.
Yes. And that was the worst thing about the day, wasn't it?
Delighted to have Hughie Macaulay in the commentary box with us today, the former Liverpool Academy coach, was at Liverpool for many years. How long were you at Liverpool for? 20-odd years?
Yeah, 20-odd years, and 8-9 years as a player for me and that, so close on 29 years.
Not bad. Nearly 30 years service. Not bad.
Good shift, as they say, Steve. Good shift.
That's right. Singh, good challenge from Liam Coyle. Of course, while you're with us, Hughie, you were, of course, one of Stephen Gerrard's first-ever coaches. And good last year, as we wish Stevie and the boys all the best at Rangers.
Yeah.
Huge challenge for him, isn't it? But he's never one to shirk a challenge, Stevie G.
No,
as you well know.
Great challenge, and he's ready for that. He's had a fantastic season with the 18s, and opportunities come along. And it's when you're prepared to take the opportunity, and that one's come along nicely at Rangers, and Stephen feels he's ready for that. And he goes there with everyone's best wishes, of course.
Incredible game yesterday, didn't he? 5-5 with Hibs. Wow.
Well, like all football clubs, there's a lot of work to be done in them getting back to the real threat.
By the way, it's interesting to see a lot of Liverpool fans listening to our broadcast, and fond memories that they like that lad. Jordan Rossiter's a great lad. Of course, went to Rangers.
Yes,
since he's gone to Rangers, he's been besieged by injuries, but he scored yesterday, and he's hoping for a new lease of life under Stevie. Here's Camacho's corner. Now Curtis Jones trying to volley it back. It'll be a corner on the opposite side. So I wonder if Stephen Gerrard can get Jordan Rossiter playing again. If anyone can, Stevie can, that's for sure. Hit by Coyle, but challenge didn't get there. Johnston. Oh, a great finish by Adam Lewis. That left foot drilled low into the corner. And 1-1. That's a superb goal.
And a lot of players in the bounce here, that's why you had to be pinpoint with that particular shot. Puts it, tucks it nicely into that far corner, away from the keeper.
Well, as I say, for a young man who's played most of the season at left full-back for the 18s and the 19s, that's Adam Lewis's 11th goal of the season.
Brilliant.
Keep going, Punjab, come on!
Great finish. Left foot. And the composure as well. Good pressure from the corner, wasn't it? You know, good George Johnston causing problems with the goalkeeper, but good reactions from Adam Lewis.
Well, Adam knows where he is all the time, so he knows where he is, the positions he's in. He knows there's a lot of players in front of him. But he picked out his spot nice and early and tucked it away.
So not a bad contest, this, so far here in Kirby. 24 minutes gone, 1-1. Adam Lewis with the leveller. Corey Whelan to Lewis. Johnston. Gallagher. Curtis Jones. Always feels something's going to happen when that young man gets on the ball. Lewis again. Corey Whelan. Sandhu. Coyle is there to get there before Singh. Curtis Jones, great run made by Camacho. Lucky.
Great diagonal run again by Camacho, and Curtis has got that ability to find him. The pass just unlucky, he just overhit just slightly. But the type of run that will cut defences for sure, if the ball is right, and it wasn't that occasion.
By the way, Hughie, one of our trialists playing out here on the left, Angel. I thought Fabio Marini was playing again at Liverpool. He looks to spit him.
Very similar, isn't he?
Jones. Johnston. See behind the goal there, a lot of the under-18 squad watching this one here today. Cheering on the mates. It's almost near the end of the season for the under-18 squad. They're just doing a couple of daily sessions now that they're finishing it towards the end of the week. I don't know how it was in your day when you took the 18s, and then you still keep training, don't you? Because you never know if bodies are needed at Melwood and players will get opportunities to fill in. But here's Curtis Jones on the run. Lovely play. This is Angel.
Good run by Angel, the blindside defender. A 40 may have actually gone for power in the far post with that far post shot. Oh, good run.
Yeah, that is not Barini, by the way, folks, as we were saying, it is Angel.
He does look like him, doesn't he? Very similar in his movements, similar too. Nicely balanced game, Steve, Jet.
Yeah, but I thought the Punjab FA manager, Ruben Hazel, would be pleased with the way his side have equipped themselves. Good test for the Reds as well. Really nice equaliser from Adam Lewis. Singh looking to get over the top, but he's caught offside.
We're looking to get him that ball all the time, aren't he? Paid him behind.
Tony Gallagher. Johnston. Camacho just battling away there with Dylan over that far side. Might need a new football. It's landed into the trees, that one.
Might be in a raffle, that one tonight.
Yeah, new balls, please. It's not quite Wimbledon yet. Not far off again. Scary, that, isn't it? To get quicker every year when you get to the close season. 1-1 here. Panjab FA side took the lead from the penalty spot, and Ross Sinclair made a good save to keep up. Puraval, but Cameron Bandel was there to knock home the opener, and really good finish by Adam Lewis. That trusty left peg, getting the young Reds level. Delighted to have your company wherever you may be from around the world, watching our broadcast today. Live on LFC TV Go, our single camera coverage, bringing you more live football than ever before. Giving you a chance to keep an eye on the young boys, so getting opportunities at Melwood. Others striving to follow in their footsteps. It's Lewis. Curtis Jones. Angel. Here's Tony Gallagher. Bad ball in, but Yusuf Butt saw it all the way with Liam Miller coming in behind him.
Good big do down the left-hand side again. But well taken by Butt. He sees it early, comes out, big lad. Collects it comfortably.
Now Jones. Into Coyle. Curtis Jones again. Gallagher. Pass and move. Losing the ball. Jones, the creative influence of the side, of course. Lewis. Free kick to the Reds.
Jones is also looking to link up with Liam Miller up front. Can he play that ball into Liam? So you can have players running off them on Brian's side, yeah.
I know you're a big fan of Curtis Jones, Hughie. What is it you most like about him?
He's so comfortable in possession. So comfortable in possession, he can go either way, he can turn either way, turns out of trouble, but always looking to play balls between defenders to hurt them with passes and link up. Good 1-2 player around the box, goes individual, goes one-on-one, and has the ability to make goals regularly or to score goals, which we've seen plenty of this season.
A free kick. Adam Lewis picking out Rafa Camacho. Oh, Camacho beats Dylan. Good ball into Angel. Goes down as a chance. Lovely play by Camacho.
Come on, boys!
Left Dylan for dead. Beautiful cross, and Angel, difficult one to take over the top.
Good chance. Good work by Camacho on that right-hand side there. Goes past his defender. Nice ball in. To be fair to Angel, he's made that run across. Just can't get that right peg round it to tuck it away into that near corner. But good run. Look at he's shown well when he's getting into the penalty area.
Argent Curdeval. Away by Johnston. Curdeval again. Bazi. Centre back. Jim Bazi. And Phillips at the other end, tidying well. The son of the former Bolton Wanderers player, the Bolton Academy manager, Jimmy Phillips. He was a decent player, wasn't he, Jimmy, at left back?
Very good player. Very good player. Good man. Doing a great job there, Bolton.
His son's not doing bad either, I thought. Good progress. I know he's had a spell training at Melwood recently. He's another one like Liam Coyle, who had that back injury and spent most of the campaign on the sidelines. It shows you how highly he's rated by the likes of Neil Critchley, giving him the captain's armband for the remainder of the season for the 23s.
He's made good progress, Steve, hasn't he?
Yeah, even with Corey Whelan coming back now after his loan spell at Yeovil's finished. That's kept the armband. Good play by Coyle, linking with his fellow Scouser, Jones. Coyle again. Jones. Good feet. Angel.
Nice to play again with Curtis Jones into the box. Plays a nice little nutmeg. And Angel just can't get that ball high enough to miss out the first defender, but a corner kick and a good opportunity.
17-year-old Rafa Camacho gone short to Jones. Angel hits it with his right foot. Oh, it's a belter. Pick that one out is what you say, isn't it? Angel with a moment to savour. Great strike, and Liverpool lead 2-1.
Wants to make his mark on the game, Steve. Seen a couple of near misses, but not on that occasion. Good early possession of Curtis Jones and strikes it perfect into that bottom corner.
Heads up, boys, come on! Keep going!
Must be a defender's nightmare, Jones, really, when he gets in his stride. And when you think of it, the likes of Jones and Camacho and training, you know, along with Conor Masterson at Melwood, you're training with the likes of Masterson, training with Van Dijk. For Jones, you know, learning off Jordan Henderson, James Milner, Salah, people like that, Firmino. With Camacho, it's invaluable for them, isn't it?
Great opportunity nowadays, Steve, for the lads to go down there and to train with first-team players.
Now this is Gurjit Singh. Nice play. Dylan with the cross. Away by Nat Phillips. Nice control by Adam Lewis. Camacho. So Liverpool under 23s coming from a goal down to lead 2-1. Great finishes as well by Adam Lewis and the trialist Angel.
Angel's been busy down his left-hand side, Steve. Looks to be involved in the game all the time. And when he's not involved, he wants to make runs across to get into the penalty area, to get in shooting positions.
Johnston. Angel again. Johnston's there with a header. Awkward bounce for Curtis Jones here. Gallagher. Yeah, Miller will chase, and Argent Curdeval putting it out. Jones. Liverpool leading 2-1 with around about 10 minutes to go to half-time. Jones. Camacho. Tony Gallagher. Camacho again.
Keep working, boys.
Jones. His passing range as well. Corey Whelan. Lewis. Dispossessed by Dillon. Making hard, Jai Dillon. The back. Panjab FA. Yusuf Butt. Miller putting him under pressure. Nat Phillips. Good ball by Phillips. Now Liam Miller. This could be his chance. Great effort. Oh, he's so unlucky.
Good early ball by Nat Phillips there as well to Liam on the edge of the box, side steps, and then a little clip over.
I thought he got it there,
you know. Goal there, yeah.
Did you?
I thought he may have just hit the ball and dropped in over the line, that one. He's unlucky.
He's luckless, isn't he, in front of goal at the moment? Needs a slice of luck. Great pick out there.
Get there.
Lovely ball by Nat Phillips. Nat Phillips, as we were talking about him before, captaining the Liverpool side, he turned down a scholarship in America to pursue a career with Liverpool. He was going to leave Bolton at the end of 2015-16 and had the chance to go to America. He said, no, I want to try and achieve something. I want to go to Liverpool. So he had a word with his dad, Jimmy. He said, it's entirely up to you. I'm not going to influence you, but you've got an opportunity.
Taking that opportunity, Steve, that's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah. Jones, Liam Coyle. Whelan. Now Adam Lewis. Johnston. Jones. Gallagher. This is Jones again. Angel. I think Jones just expected Gallagher to
carry on running.
Yeah. Singh. Sandhu. Lewis everywhere on that field. Looking at it right back there, winning the ball back. Got the Liverpool equaliser and the Spanish trialist Angel making it 2-1 with a great finish. Here's Angel again.
Boys, well played, come on. Keep going, come on.
Liverpool in a good rhythm now. You just got to keep that pace to the game now. Passing the ball nice and early, switching from side to side, looking to play through when they can to the forward players.
Forward by Minhas. Phillips cuts it out. Good play. Now Coyle. Oh, that's a real shame, that, by the way. The referee didn't get out the way there. That ball's finding Camacho. We're running through on one-on-one there.
Poor first touch by the ref as well, Steve, to be fair.
He's a Scouser as well, the ref, by the way. You wouldn't have thought it there, would you?
He's not getting asked back then.
6 minutes to go to the break. Liverpool under-23s lead 2-1. And their penultimate game of the season. As I say, the 23s finish with a nice trip to Holland at the weekend. They take on Ajax Saturday afternoon. You've taken a Liverpool team there in the past.
Yeah.
Brilliant, isn't
it?
Nice way to end.
Really good game of football. This is a good game of football. A game against Ajax would be a different type of game, but what a great experience, yeah.
Now Jones. This is Jones again. Camacho.
This is my first game ever.
Cameron Bandel got the opening goal for Panjab, did well. Here's Camacho again. Quick feet by the Portuguese player. Jones. Liam Coyle. Swept out to Gallagher. Jones again. Adam Lewis. Bad ball in that by Lewis, looking for Liam Miller. Cordoval cut it out pretty well though, good defending. Now Singh. Foul by Liam Coyle. Gurjit Singh. Gurjit, actually known as Gaz to his teammates.
Gaza.
Yeah.
And people are looking very closely at the Punjab team, Steve, which is quite right. Over here, it's going to be an interesting game. But from Liverpool's point of view, it's about developing young players, giving them as many opportunities as possible, different experiences. This is one, the game against Ajax on Saturday will be another tremendous experience, and that's all you can do as coaches, give the boys the opportunity to show what they can do at this level.
This is Jones, the challenge, but then Punjab will break forward. Arjun Puraval, Nathan Minhas. Minhas got the ball in, did his job. Good defending by Johnston, keeping an eye on Omar Puraval in the centre. Gallagher, Jones, Coyle. Headed up by Enkel. And now Curtis Jones. Camacho did really well to get that. And there go the Reds again with Corey Whelan. Adam Lewis to the right, Liam Miller in the centre. Lewis. Reach Camacho, unlucky.
Just could get control of that one. Good play by Camacho there, keeping that ball in play from Curtis Jones.
Sandu. And now Minhas trying to get away, but Tony Gallagher. January signing from Falkirk, making sure he didn't get away from him.
Well read there by Tony Gallagher. Read the early pass, because that's the pass that they're looking to play for most of this first half. But he's round on that occasion, Tony Gallagher.
Miller over the top. He's done well, Miller. Can he pick out a red shirt? He can, and Adam Lewis denied. Brilliant save by Yusuf Butt.
Good play by Liam Miller down his left-hand side, half a yard. Nice deft ball play to Adam Lewis, but what a save by Butt.
Hopefully Adam's okay. He's a tough little cookie, isn't he, Adam Lewis? The young scouser, the 18-year-old, been at Liverpool's academy since under-6 level. And he very nearly had his second of the game.
Well, we've seen him play.
Versatile, isn't he? Left back or midfield.
First half of the season as left back, second half of the season, all of his games have been pushed into midfield, across the middle, and done very, very well.
Looks good in midfield as well, doesn't he?
Comfortable in possession. Makes goals, scores goals, as we know, set piece.
Because of course,
specialist, of course.
Centre midfield was the position that Adam Lewis started out for Liverpool, and the overage side, if you like. I mean, when he played for the under-16s under Barry Lutis, he played centre midfield, and then when he came into the 18s under Neil Critchley and Alex Inglethorpe had a word with him and said, "We think you could do a job at left back."
Yeah.
He said, "Okay," and he's taken it on board. And you got Stephen Gerrard saying this season that Adam Lewis is the best young left back about in England. That's high praise indeed.
He's got that versatility to play there, though, Steve, in 3 or 4 positions. The manager's dream in many ways. We can fit him in there.
Phillips again. Final minute of a decent half, Hughie Macaulay, really.
Good half. Good football match. Good football match and a lot to play for second half.
Because they do arrange throughout the course of a season a number of friendlies. I mean, we were here when the under-18s under Tommy Culshaw played Leipzig, didn't they?
Yeah.
Cater's side. Decent game, wasn't it? The young kids had the first taste of playing for the 18s, which was a good experience for them, because a lot of those young kids then found themselves playing for Gerrard's under-18s at a higher level for the first time.
At academy level nowadays, Steve, particularly at Liverpool at the moment, they're taking their teams.
For Liverpool, looks like Coyley's gone off, wasn't he? Just giving him another 45 minutes on his return. Liam Coyle off, Herbie Kane on, so a double change for Liverpool during the half-time interval. Kane for Coyle and Wanma for Johnston, former Barcelona left full-back. Real changes as yet for the Punjab side. Number of players on the bench who they could well use. Liverpool coming from behind to lead 2-1 in this prestigious friendly game against the Panjab FA side. It's made up for the community of the Punjab across the world and the regions. We said that it's part of eastern Pakistan and northern India, different boundaries. Great community, great to have the involvement of playing football on a national stage, playing against the likes of Liverpool here. It's a big thing for them, it really is. Let's make no mistake about that. As Cameron Bandel give the Punjab side the lead in the first half after Liverpool goalkeeper Ross Sinclair made a penalty save from Omar Puraval. Then Liverpool responded, Adam Lewis with the equaliser. And Kel, the trialist on the left wing, an absolute beauty to make it 2-1.
Yeah, he's made his impression in that first half, hasn't he? Made a really good impression.
Liam Miller, here's Herbie Kane. Johnston. Now Jai Dillon. Scared in the end by Singh. Really got away.
Yeah, he's made his presence up in that first half, I felt.
So
makes
number 10.
really good runs forward, gets behind defenders, and is a threat in the penalty here for sure.
So it will be Jai Dillon with the throw in here. Took well in the end by Corey Whelan. There's Arjun Puraval at the link. Herbie Kane. Good strength, good play by the 19-year-old. Great ball by Herbie Kane. And now Curtis Jones trying to pull strings. Spotted the goalkeeper off his line.
And that's Curtis in his favourite position, in space, just behind the back four. Well found by Herbie Kane on that occasion, and he sees the keeper, 6-yard box, coming out, penalty spot. He thought, I'll have a go. And why not?
As a coach, you're not going to discourage things like that, are you?
No, that's the individual flair in this game that wins your games.
Phillips with a strong challenge on Puraval. Free kick given for Ruben Hazel's side. Bandel. Back towards Rio Riaz, the right fullback. Liverpool throw, Wanma at half-time for Tony Gallagher at left fullback. Now Jones. Corey Whelan. Camacho. Phillips. Wanma. Phillips again. Johnston. Jones. Jones has done really well. Now Ankel again. Nathan Minhas tracking back with Curtis Jones. On the prowl again. 17-year-old. Gliding past challenges effortlessly. I think in a league game he might have got a free kick there.
He was looking for it, wasn't he? Again, good in possession, Curtis Jones, but on other occasions, Steve, you just got to play that little simple pass just to keep the ball moving and then use that individual bit of work when there's a little bit more space available. There he was under pressure.
Purval looking for his twin brother, Omar. Purval up there. Wanma intercepts for the Reds. Jones, Kane. Lovely pass again by Herbie Kane. Here's Adam Lewis. Lewis has done well to win that back. Well, that was a bit strong from the boy Dylan, wasn't it? On Miller.
I feel back off him there. Very sore.
Mr. Dillon ain't going to get a card for that one.
You don't get away with that tackle nowadays, Steve.
That was like a Chris Butler tackle. You're all left. You're all left back in the academy days, wasn't it? Crunch used to love them tackles, didn't he?
That's part of Chris's rep. That was a fair tackle as far as Chris concerned, wasn't it? Going for the ball, ref.
He loved the tackle, didn't he?
Yeah.
So a yellow card for Dillon. Liverpool get on with it. And here's Rafa Camacho. He's beaten the fullback again. And this is Angel again. Miller just wouldn't fall for Liam Miller. Trialist Angel in the thick of the action from Neil Critchley's side. And pressing by Herbie Kane again. Giant clearance. Johnston. Now Phillips. Whelan. 7 minutes gone in the second half. Liverpool leading 2-1. Delighted to have your company on our live coverage here on LFC TV Go. Single camera, live coverage, no replays, but the action as it happens right here. Bringing you more live football than ever before. And we'll have lots more of it next season too, as well. Herbie Kane to Camacho. Angel with a flick for his fellow countryman Wanma. Cut out well in the end by Riaz. Rio Riaz again. Curtis Jones, lovely spin. Jones to Camacho. Lovely close control by the 17-year-old. Jones. Lewis. Into space for Corey Whelan. Adam Lewis again. Camacho. Such a talented individual player, Rafa Camacho, that how hard Stephen Gerrard and Tom Culshaw have worked with him on his individual game this season, and it's reaped dividends. The fact that he's training at Melwood, he's on a first-team bench, tells you he's listened to the instructions. Here's Angel. Oh, unlucky. Nearly got it through to Curtis Jones. It was good defending by Purval. Unlucky that.
Good awareness by Angel there.
Now a chance for the number 9, Amar Purval. Purval! Forward Darlington striker this time. Make it 2-2.
Two by Purval. A nice early ball. As he thought he was offside when the ball was played, but he took it on. He's made that run, which has caused Liverpool problems in the first half. He's prepared to make that run behind defenders, which is always a threat.
Kick forward now by Ross Sinclair, the trialist Liverpool goalkeeper today. Minhas. to Dylan. Won this by Dylan. He's done well as Dylan there, but Johnston cuts it out. And here's Dylan again. Real chance, Dylan! Challenge.
To be fair to Dylan, he's a constant threat, always getting forward down this left-hand side, isn't he?
But now Dylan is out of position, and this is Camacho. Adam Lewis to his right. Camacho might not lead anybody. And just the final pass.
Yeah, 1-2 options open for him there.
And now Purnaval has got another chance at the other end here. This is Gurjit Singh. Still Singh. Good hands in the end. Sinclair saw it all the way.
Good hold-up play by Purnaval again. Plays Singh in half a yard, gets his left shot away. Not enough power on it though.
Curtis Jones finding Ankel. Liam Miller. Good defending by Rio Riaz. Right fullback for the Punjab side. Jones. Look at Wanma chasing the left back. Punjab are getting ready to make a host of substitutions here. As I say, the big game for them because they're preparing for the CONIFA World Cup football, which takes place in London from May the 31st. They'll play all their group games in Slough. There's going to be a number of changes being made here for their side. Ruben Hazel giving the opportunity to rest one or two players, try a few other players out. The big number 9, Amar Purnaval, has left the field, and coming on up front is Kamaljit Singh, who's come up top to lead the line for the Punjab side. Bad little forward, Kamaljit Singh. And here's Herbie Kane for Liverpool. Adam Lewis. Challenge on Curtis Jones, that was, and Singh getting his first touch. Wearing Danny Murphy's old squad number. He wore for Liverpool when he scored them never to be forgotten free kick winners. Free kick winner and then a winner a year later at Old Trafford for Liverpool, of course.
Some player, Danny.
Singh given offside. Change it right back. Rio Riaz has left the field, and Ryan Mihal has taken his place in the back four. But no goals in the second half. Liverpool leading 2-1 here in sunny Kirby. Johnston, Wanma. Now Ankel. Wanma. Good link up here between the two Spaniards. Blip full for Camacho. Oh, you can see what he was trying to do. But good defending by Dylan to block out the space. Thought that ball was going to land on the gantry there. It nearly takes our roof out.
Yeah.
No nonsense there from Big Nat Phillips, the Liverpool captain. You can see what Rafa was trying to do there. When the ball comes in the back post, look at it.
Here's a volley.
Volley one in. And I tell you
direct.
something, if Rafa gets hold of that, he probably buries it in the top corner. He's got that quality about him.
Well, we've seen him score those individual goals some all over the penalty this season, Steve. That could have gone exactly the same, or where it ended up. And that's the chance you take as a forward.
5 more subs happening next for the Punjab side,
Yeah. This is all they're all at the same time as the 11 you've got on the field.
Well, that is a wild challenge, isn't it, on Herbie Kane by Cameron Bandel. A few oohs and ahs from the crowd down below us for that one. Thankfully, Herbie Kane's okay. We told you this would be competitive.
Just a slightly...
These guys are playing for places in their World Cup squad, which is a big thing for them.
It wasn't a nasty tackle. He got there, as I say, as soon as he could.
They're going to make a change
clumsy
in goal as well. So Yusuf Butt will leave the field. We'll take off that danger man as well. Gurjit Singh and Arun Minhas has left the field. So a number of changes. Ruben Hazel taking the opportunity to look at a lot of his squad. Coming on in goal is Rajan Gill, who 22 years of age. He plays his football for Tamworth FC. New goalkeeper for Punjab. Straight away, Jai Dillon on the acceleration. Good left footers, Dillon. Really good tracking back by Camacho. Foul. Not sure about that one. Also coming on, we can see number 17 there, Raj Verk, who's a technically gifted midfield player. Plays his football for Coventry Spinks FC. Arjan Yong, the number 20, also coming onto the field too. And it will be Arjan Yong to take the set piece with his first touch since coming off the bench. The Ruben Hazel side looking to try and get an equaliser. It's a good delivery. In the end, the number 13.
Come on, Punjab!
Singh will get a forceful contact on it.
Foul.
Foul.
Just give me this.
Still very much in the game though, aren't they, the Punjab side?
Yeah.
Friendly or not, we've seen some tasty tackles, some good competitive
And you've got
football, good goals as well.
And you've got some fresh players on the field now who are going to put themselves about, put the extra bit of energy required into the game.
I'm talking about someone who put themselves about, that would probably sum up one of the Liverpool subs who's going to come on, Glenn McCauley.
Yeah.
The Dubliner goal-getter. He puts himself about, doesn't he? Looks hard up top. He's going to get a chance in the 23s. Glenn McCauley.
He started the season up very well in the 18 stage, didn't he?
He did, and he's had a couple of injuries and illness, which meant he could only feature as a late substitute in the Youth Cup game against Arsenal at Anfield. And he got 15 goals this year for the under-18s, which is only one less than he got 16 when he was top scorer for the Academy last season. Actual goal scorer, Juan Matt couldn't reach the header. So some Liverpool changes coming up now. See Abdi Sharif, Bobby Adekanye also getting ready to come on for Neil Critchley's side. And I think the trialist is going to leave the field. Ankel shown some nice moments of promise. Scored a good goal as well to make it 2-1. So Angel will leave the field, and Bobby Adekanye, the former Ajax and Barcelona winger, coming on. Glenn McCauley replaces Liam Miller up front. Straight switch. And another straight switch in the midfield. We'll see Adam Lewis, who put a good shift in. Good goal as well in the opening half. And another young Scouser who's been playing most of his football this season in Stephen Gerrard's under-18 side, Abdi Sharif, who turned 17 on New Year's Day and at Liverpool since the age of 9, gets another chance at under-23 level. And it's good to look at some of these boys, like the likes of your Sharif, Glenn McCauley at a higher level, at 23 level, because there is a difference, isn't it, between 18s and 23s football?
Yeah.
Big leap.
Massively. Physically, tactically, emotionally. Yeah, it's a big leap. But next season they're going to be a little bit more involved. And it's important that Neil's taking this opportunity just to give them a little taster of what to expect, albeit a friendly, but the physical side is so important in the modern game. And here's an opportunity for those lads to make an impression already.
Yeah, Camacho's on the left now with Bobby Adekanye taking up that position on the right. He was in explosive form at Anfield, wasn't he, against Chelsea? Bobby Adekanye, the 19-year-old, scored a cracking goal as well. Here's Herbie Kane. Towards Adekanye. Unlucky. Rajan Gill was alert.
another good individual player, Kanye, takes that responsibility. Does need to go one-on-one, as we've seen against Chelsea, and smack the ball on the top of the net. So he can do that. He's another match winner. It's good to have match winners in your team.
Overall, you know, finishing runners up in Premier League 2, the 23s. For the under-18s, finishing 3rd in the under-18s Premier League, first full season under Steven Gerrard's management. Got to the quarter-finals of the UEFA Youth League, unlucky to lose out to Manchester City away on penalties. A number of players getting a chance at Melwood. A good season for the academy once again. But it never stops the work, as you well know, Hughie, does it? Here's Camacho.
Those young players have done particularly well. They've all made excellent progress, Dave. And obviously when you get to the top level, now you've got, like I said, Trent as on making that regular impression on a regular basis, for showing that real maturity in his game and that learning that has to take place.
And that'll lift all these other lads.
And that's a big bonus for the academy staff and for these lads watching, because they know if they show that potential, they're going to go to Melwood and train there. They know, given the right opportunity, the manager's going to give them a go. And that's all you can ask for.
It's a nice little story, isn't it? And he deserves so much credit, young Trent. He's got a great family behind him as well. Mum keeps him so grounded. Macaulay. This is Wanma. Away by Barzi. Macaulay, first touch for Glenn Macaulay. Curtis Jones on that left foot. It wasn't a bad try. It was one of those low efforts that can cause problems.
At the end of the day, see, it boils down to the fact that they have to be good enough. It's always a matter of them being good enough to get in the first team or to threat in the first team, and the standard is so high now, and the expectation level is so high. But the pathway is there if they show that real potential.
It's amazing to think that 2 years ago, you know, we were watching Trent here playing captain in the 18s under Neil Critchley, and 2 years on, this is a guy who's on the verge of playing the Champions League finally. It's amazing, really.
I was watching him play yesterday. He showed a real maturity in his game, very comfortable in possession, and used the ball very well on most occasions. And that's what having playing with that level of player.
The academy staff, there was a little bit of a buzz in the air as well amongst the staff, because Ben Woodburn got some minutes yesterday as well. And a difficult season for Ben in terms of injuries, but he's been regular at Melwood, improving his game. He still had some nice moments. Remember his goal in the Youth League against Manchester United at Prenton Park with a great goal with a header. He was captain of that team as well up to the quarter-finals, and he played well in that under-19 side. Played central midfield for Steven Gerrard, and he was superb. Good signs for the future. Kirby Whelan breaking again with menace. Into Glenn Macaulay. Look at the amount of blue shirts surrounding Glenn Macaulay there. Kane. Wanma. Camacho. Nice by Camacho, brilliant that. Now Wanma. And it's Abdi Sharif. Can he turn? Picks up Macaulay! Instinctive effort from the Irish striker.
Good work by Sharif there. Little half turn. And plays Macaulay in, hits the first time, just wide of that far post.
Ruben Hazel wants to make another change for his side. I think it might be Armavir Sandhu Millet, who will leave the field. There we can see a glimpse there, just on the left of our picture. Ruben Hazel, that's the manager of the Panjab side. That's the player I was telling you about. Had a spell at Tranmere Rovers under John Aldridge and Kevin Sheedy. He still speaks really fondly about playing under Aldo. He said he was a manager who wore his heart on his sleeve. He said it was an absolute honour to play for Aldo down there at Tranmere. He still keeps in touch with Big John Achterberg now, of course, our first team goalkeeping coach. It's nice to see Ruben doing so well. An important role for him as well. And here's Rafa Camacho trying to get away from Ryan Mahal. Great skill by Camacho, an inviting cross. Sharif with a header off the bar. Lovely effort by Abdi Sharif. The young Scouser is so unlucky. Bit of magic by Camacho down the left-hand side. An inviting cross. And Abdi Sharif a whisker away from scoring.
Great far post ball. Good individual play again down that left-hand side ball. Left-footed cross, far post. Sharif comes in and makes good contact on it. No near the keeper on that occasion, so he's unlucky, Sharif.
Alan Young. Nice little touch, and they're breaking here with Rajverk. Dangerous ball in the box. Having at the back post there was Taimur Hussain. Couldn't quite get there.
And they've still got the individual players there, Van Serk there, Steve, who're looking to do things and make things happen around the penalty area. They'll go one-on-one, they'll work at the game and encouraged to do that.
Now Phillips. Johnston. Wanma. Now Camacho. Kirby Kane. Sharif. Phillips working the ball. Here's Corey Whelan. Liverpool 2-1 in front. Sharif close to making it 3-1 there. Good run again this by Abdi Sharif. Good play by a 17-year-old. This is Bobby Adekanye. He's at his best when he gets in the wide areas and he runs at defenders, causes problems.
Quick feet, quick feet. He can go wide way, cuts back very quickly, he can go forward very quickly. And a nice situation for Liverpool now down this right-hand side, just outside the penalty area.
It is. So Camacho walks away from it. It will be the Dutch youth international, Bobby Adekanye, over it. Born in Nigeria, Bobby. His family, of course, moved to Holland when he was just 4. He was scouted by Ajax and he went to Barca before coming to Liverpool. Here's Camacho. Turns on a sixpence. Back to Adekanye again, onto that left foot. It's too far for Johnston. Cameron Bandel gives Punjab the lead. It's a foul by Singh. George Johnston takes a heavy fall.
It's just a river coming together there, but he's caught him there.
It's coming together, wasn't it, between
Nothing.
Singh and George Johnston. George is back on his feet. Young man, Liverpool's academy since _9 level. George Johnston started as a left back, but has matured nicely into a consistent centre half.
Second half of this season as well, Steve, he's really pushed on, hasn't he, in this position?
Kirby Kane. Great vision by Kane. Here's Camacho, but defended well by Ryan Mahal. Up there first. Johnston there keeping an eye on Singh. Liverpool going to make another change. The final outfield change shortly. Big Reece Williams, some PBGs under 18s. Done well this year. Will come on shortly. This is Adekanye linking with Camacho. Good feet by Camacho, surrounded by blue shirts. Kirby Kane. Final 16 minutes of this friendly. As I say, just one more game left for the 23s group, which is a trip to Ajax on Saturday. Nice ball by Johnston, releasing Wanma in space. Here is the former Barcelona left back. Good feet by Wanma. He's not so fancied right foot.
Yeah,
clears the ball.
Initially starts with a good run. In that position there, if he's coming on his right hand side, can he set somebody up? Can he set somebody up the edge of the box for the shot at goal? It's good to see that real enthusiasm still there in the Liverpool team as well, Steve, at this time of the season. It's been a long season for them as well, but that real enthusiasm to keep working hard. Another big game against Ajax the weekend, and they'll be fighting for places to get in that starting line-up as well. That's for sure.
I wanted to, for these players, we said about the likes of, you know, Camacho, Jones, Masterson, Nat Phillips, who's had a spell, as I say, training recently at Melbourne too. Keeping an eye on his progress. That Kirby Kane has had a spell at Melbourne too. So all these lads might get an opportunity in the first team at some point in the pre-season because of the World Cup. And you've got some of the young lads coming back, haven't we, of successful loans. I mean, Harry Wilson, Javier Ajaria, will they get opportunities? Ryan Kent, I know it didn't go well for him on loan this time at Bristol City.
I'm sure the management,
he's still a talented player,
definitely. Isn't he? I'm sure the management and the staff at Mode will be looking at the situation now, because a lot of those players are involved now at World Cup level and might not be back in training at that time. So
Kirby Kane looking for Camacho. Good goalkeeping in the end. Really good goalkeeping by Rajan Gill.
There you go.
Oh, it's a stunning strike. Kirby Kane. Well, a goal out of nothing. But didn't he strike that so well, Hughie McCauley?
See the keeper come off his line. The keeper came out initially and tried to clear the ball. Read the initial ball played over the top, but didn't get the clearance that he wanted. Kirby Kane is followed up play, falls nicely to him. He's put it in first time. So great opportunist goal.
Kirby Kane makes it 3-1. Liverpool making a change now. Nat Phillips will leave the field and Rhys Williams will come on. Kirby Kane now with the armband. So goalkeeper did come off his line there. It's a great ball by Kane to release Rafa Camacho. He was running through the middle. Goalkeeper comes off his line and then it falls back to Kane. Great vision to knock it into the back of the net. Beauty, Hughie, that wasn't it?
Yeah, well seen. Good vision. He has a good picture of what's around him. So we talk about Kirby Kane early on, Steve. He's got that picture to make his impression defensively and getting forward to support his forwards, as he did do then.
He has got that in his game, Kirby. So you're not that shocked to see him do that, because he's capable of that.
No, technically he's capable of doing that, as you've just seen.
Nice for Rhys Williams to come onto the field. Of course, the 17-year-old now getting his first touch here. And at Liverpool since under 10 from Preston. Last time we saw Rhys on this bench, he was sent off, but very, very unfortunate to be sent off against Manchester United.
Yeah, he was. Going back to young players' development again, we speak about people going out on loan, and hasn't Harry Wilson done very, very well on loan and made that real impact at Hull this season? And he's another player that it'll be interesting to see how things are going to work out for him. Very talented young player.
Absolutely. And the best of luck to Matty Virtue as well, who's on loan still at Notts County. They've got a big game coming up in midweek against Coventry in the playoffs, haven't they, again? Matty Virtue started the first leg on Saturday. Liverpool coming from a goal down here to lead 3-1 against the Panjab FA side. Adam Lewis with the equaliser. And Gell, the trialist, with an excellent finish to make it 2-1. And Kirby Kane with great vision. Now, at the other end of the field, it's good defending by Wanma. As Daniel Chima, the number 14, trying to creep in behind the Liverpool on that far side.
Good run by Chima, actually. Wanma did well to retrack and get back and get that clearance in, but it's a good run and a nice ball played through.
I like Angel's goal to make it 2-1 was a great finish. Would you give Kirby Kane the goal of the day there, just for?
Yeah.
Just for
his vision.
Vision, brilliant.
Vision, he knew exactly what the goalkeeper was, and instinctively, natural footballer. He tries his luck, and as I say, technically he's capable of doing that. A lot of the time they go over the bar or wide. On that occasion, it ends up where he wants it to be, in the back of the net.
It will be Jai Dillon with the corner here for Panjab. Decent delivery actually in the header. Clearing the bar by Cameron Bandel. You know, for Ruben Hazel, the Panjab FA manager, I think he'd be delighted at the application of this side. They've always been in the game. You know, and for them, it's a great exercise. They haven't played for a while. As I say, they played a month ago when they took on the Isle of Man national team and lost 2-1, and given a good account of themselves. And he's used a lot of different players. Here's Glenn McCauley to Bobby Adekanye. Liverpool leading 3-1 here in Kirby. Lovely skill by Adekanye. Very direct. This is Glenn McCauley. It's Abdi Sharif in the thick of the action again in the box. Now Jones. Wanma. Herbie Kane. Whelan. Now Sharif. Camacho. Kane. Great vision. Good touch by Curtis Jones. No foul. He's passed it well as well, Herbie, when he's come on second half, hasn't he?
Very well. And as you said before, Ruben Hazel will be pleased with the lads because they've showed that enthusiasm. They've got on with it, Steve. They put the effort in and that determination to make a real game of it. And they've done exactly that. For these teams, it's almost like a cup final coming here and pitting their wits against the Liverpool team. And they've competed very well. Had opportunities to score goals.
I certainly wish the Panjab side all the best in the World Cup. With the group games in Slough. They're going to be very well supported in their games. There's a very strong Sikh and Punjabi community in Slough. The crowd will come out in force and cheer them on. I hope they do well. Very confident catch from the Liverpool goalkeeper Ross Sinclair, and now Bobby Adekanye. Quite keep it in play. 3-1, Reds lead, a goal down. Some nice goals here, Kirby today. Bandel. Still time for some more changes from Ruben Hazel's side. They've gone through a number of different captains as well with the changes they've made. Arjun Purival, who's the twin brother of the number 9 that left the field, so they're going to change the centre-backs. So Purival and Arjun Basi will leave the field. A couple of changes, a little bit of a reshuffle at the back.
Come here, you're 12.
The Punjab side.
He doesn't switch it. Tight. Tighter than that!
Back, Sofian Zia. The centre defenders, Zia getting his first touch since coming on. Sharif in the thick of the action. Mandel. Whelan there before Hussein. Whelan, Dylan. Defended well. Left back, Jai Dylan. Here's Glenn McCauley. Liverpool leading 3-1. Glenveer Hyatt also coming on at the back to partner Zia into the final stages. About 7 minutes to go. Liverpool leading 3-1. No Critchley's side here today. This is Corey Whelan. Johnston. Kane. Curtis Jones. Towards Wanma. Ride the challenge.
Just felt a little bit short of him, the ball, didn't it? Took him into the tackle.
You know, it's fantastic, as we said, to have the Panjab side here. They brought a good support with them as well here today to cheer the lads on. Fantastic work being done by Phil Roscoe, the Liverpool's Academy's Head of Education and Welfare. Some great work behind the scenes. Kirby Kane just taking a little knock there. Unfortunate for him. Just getting a little bit of treatment off the field. Kirby Kane has scored that great goal with that great vision to lob the ball over the goalkeeper into the back of the net. Kane's okay. Typical Kirby Kane. Getting treatment, he's back in the thick of the action, making tackles.
As you expect.
Kirby all over that, isn't it? Final 5 minutes, Liverpool lead 3-1. This is Curtis Jones.
Just got to keep the ball moving now, Liverpool. Just keep the ball moving, nice and early. Nice and simple. Do the right things, last 5 minutes.
Wanma. Here's Camacho. Camacho going for one of his specials there. Keeper spilt it. And it's turned in by Bobby Adekanye. And that is 4-1 to Liverpool. Bobby Adekanye coming on to get his goal. Good hit by Camacho. And then Bobby Adekanye, who scored at Anfield against Chelsea last week, makes it 4-1 with a follow-up.
Yeah, you're on the spot, Steve, there to put that little tap in. Good wicket. Bouncing through to the keeper from Camacho's initial shot. Come off the keeper. And Kanye is there to slot it home.
But that's good from Rafa Camacho. Positive again, isn't it? That's the type of play that has seen him.
Yeah, wants to do something.
You know, get a chances at Melwood.
Yeah.
Trying to make things happen. And Bobby Adekanye following up to score the 4th goal. So goals from Adam Lewis, Angel, the trialist, Kirby Kane, and Bobby Adekanye in the second half. Liverpool coming from a goal down to lead 4-1. Well, Curtis Jones just a little bit over enthusiastic in his challenge. And the away side will get a free kick. Might be a friendly, but Curtis plays with his heart on his sleeve, doesn't he?
Yeah. Not in a position at that time to affect play or get that ball there. But sees a free kick. Well, can be a dangerous situation. Edge of the box. What sort of delivery can he play in from here?
Yeah. These are key moments for Ruben Hazel's side, because in the World Cup they'll be looking for set plays. It's a good delivery, and it's got everywhere. It's kicked away in the 6-yard box. Oh, that very nearly went in. It was a super ball.
And there's the point in question, Steve, you speak about
Played
set
in.
plays.
In the end, George Johnston battling away to clear for Liverpool, and the Reds might not be finished yet in terms of goals. This is Glenn McCauley. 3 minutes to go. Jones. Liverpool leading 4-1. Curtis Jones again. Now McCauley. I was going to ask you, of course, in your day, when you and Dave Shannon were in charge of the various Liverpool Academy sides,